Hello, everybody. Welcome to All Villa, No Filler. Please like and subscribe. The rules are that if you don't subscribe, you don't want Villa to win trophies. They are the rules that were written down in the rule book of social media, constructed by the likes of Mark Zuckerberg many years ago. So if you don't just click that subscribe button, that's all you need to do. If you click subscribe, you want Villa to win trophies. You want Villa to win trophies. So come on, you got to do it now, right? Come on. Anyway, now that you click subscribe, thank you. Zrinjski Mostar 1, Aston Villa 1. Truth is, about the result, I don't care. All we needed was get through, top of the group, and we don't need those two playoff games. So perfect, really. Perfect. Um, would it have been better if Villa had won? Great. Yeah, of course it would. But I'm kind of just like tonight just felt very like watching do you remember those pre sort of weird preseason games in Dubai last year or Abu Dhabi, wherever it was, when during the World Cup when Villa's players who weren't playing in the World Cup came together and played against Chelsea and whoever else last year. It was a little bit like that. One stand with fans in, just a bit wild, just weird and different. And all Villa had to do was get a draw. We got a draw. We don't have to play the playoffs. We're through. Great, fine. Um, Something I was delighted with, Nicolo Zaniolo, the man with one of the best songs ever for a Villa player. Here we go, Nicolo Zaniolo. Well, he got his goal. Got his goal. Exactly what he's needed. It feels like he started kind of with promise at Villa. Remember, I think his first game was against Burnley, where he came on and just looked very much like he could have run through their team and scored two or three goals. Didn't happen for him. He's had a couple of incredible attempts saved. He's been very unlucky. Tonight, finally, John McGinn whips the ball in. Beautiful first touch from Zaniolo and a great finish. And that's exactly what he needed. And let's see where he goes from here. Hopefully that helps his confidence, helps him grow, um, and pushes him on to perform further for Villa. Really, I mean, other things. Tommy O'Reilly got a game. Fantastic. I think that was his first team debut. Uh, Philip Marshall in goal. I think he came off the line very, very well in the first half. Good for him. One or two moments in the second half where the Zrinjski pressed him very well. He'll learn from that. That's fine. A couple of good saves he made, and then the goal. I don't think there was much he could do with it really. It took a deflection, went over him. Goal, fine. Well done to Mostar. And Mostar's performance, it reminded me a little bit of when I went to Villa Park to watch Villa win the 1-0 game a couple of months ago with McGinn's late header. And Mostar, the thing with Europe is, these players, you can easily overlook them. They're a lot better than we think. If you play in Europe, you're a good football player. You're a really good football player. And if you have a good manager or a good coach who can get you into a good structure and a good system, you can cause any team in the world some problems, right? You're not just going to be a complete walkover. And that's what Mostar were at Villa Park, and they were tonight. Um, Fair play to them. They defended deep, defended well, ceded most of the possession, and Villa struggled to break it down. My one concern is that, uh, I think of the two Mostar games, and I think of Nottingham Forest away, and I do wonder, Villa breaking down the low block, is this a little bit of an Achilles heel for Villa? Is this something we need to work on? Um, that will be something we see going forward. Brentford this weekend could be a good test for that. There's probably more players who played more minutes tonight than I would have ideally wanted um, ahead of Brentford away, but such is life. And yeah, Brentford's going to be very tough. They're very, very good at home. They've only lost, I think it's to Arsenal and Everton at home in the last million years. But what I will say is, as I pointed out on the episode I put out the other day, Everton did it twice. West Ham did it to them. Almost did it twice, did it once. Arsenal did it to them to win the game. One with an offside goal, one with a winner. And that is both times Brentford will sit with five at the back. It will go 3-5-2, slips into a five at the back. And on all of the occasions I've just mentioned, a winger who plays on the right or the left will cut in onto their stronger foot instead of running to the byline, cut in the stronger foot, hit it to the back post. And Brentford seem to have a little bit of an issue defending balls whipped into the box. And if you try and just play through that back five, it's really difficult, particularly if they've got four midfielders just sticking tight to them. But if you just whip it in to the back post and you overload them, that seems to be how Arsenal did it, Everton did it, West Ham did it. So there's certainly some issues, I think, there to test. If Leon Bailey or Moussa Diaby plays on the right, cuts back, whips it into the back post, and you got three players back there, who knows what happens. But, more on to tonight. I'm delighted for Zaniolo. Absolutely delighted for him. Look, he's at Villa. He's not had the best time of it. He's struggled. His confidence has gone. But a first touch and a goal like he got tonight, brilliant. Let's see where he goes from here. Exactly what he needed at this exact moment. Otherwise, it is what it is. We won the group. We're through. Perfect. Bigger tests to come. But now we can focus perfectly on the league until March. Fantastic. Fantastic. So best of luck to everyone out in Mostar tonight. I've heard great things about Sarajevo and Mostar itself. Villa fans seem to have had a great time, although I did hear it was a little bit hairier today. So thinking of all the Villa fans out there, hopefully it's all good tonight. But other than that, look, Brentford next. Villa got the draw, came top of the group, got what we needed to do. Our first experience in Europe for about 15 years or, 14, 13, 15 years, something like that. It's good to finish top of the group, and it's good to get that European experience again, whether it's Warsaw with their crazy atmosphere, Alkmaar, or Warsaw with the kind of, Mostar with the more surreal kind of pre-season vibe. That it's all different. It's all very different to the Premier League. It takes time to get used to that European competition, and tonight was another step forward for Aston Villa, getting used to Europe again, and hopefully taking more steps forward. Got what we needed tonight. Let's see where we go from here. Up the mighty Villa.